For many, the mere thought of it sends shivers down their spine. The world often whispers that being alone is a curse, a void to be feared. But what if I told you that solitude is not something to fear, but a powerful teacher, an unyielding ally? The fear of being alone is deeply rooted in our humanity. As social creatures, we crave connection, approval, and the warmth of companionship. Yet, when stripped of others, we confront ourselves, the raw, unfiltered version of who we are. And that, perhaps, is the scariest thing of all. But what if we reframe this fear? What if instead of dreading solitude, we embraced it as a path to strength, clarity, and freedom? Why do we fear being alone? At its core, the fear of being alone stems from a fear of inadequacy. We tie our worth to others, friends, family, romantic partners. When we're alone, we worry, am I enough? Will I ever be loved? What if no one sees me? This fear is compounded by societal norms. We're bombarded with images of people surrounded by friends, families, or lovers. Solitude is painted as a punishment, a flaw. But Stoicism teaches us a profound truth. The opinions of others are not within our control. Our worth is not defined by the presence or absence of others. Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." To overcome the fear of solitude, we must first understand that it is not solitude itself that frightens us, it's our perception of it. Imagine this. You are in a room, completely alone. There is silence, no phone, no distractions. How do you feel? Restless? Uncomfortable? This discomfort arises because we rarely spend time with ourselves. We're so busy running from one interaction to another that we lose touch with our inner world. But solitude, when embraced, is a gift. It is the canvas upon which self-awareness is painted. It allows you to hear your thoughts, to reflect on your life, and to grow in ways impossible in the chaos of constant connection. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's great Stoic philosophers, wrote in his Meditations, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." To overcome the fear of being alone, you must first learn to enjoy your own company. Ask yourself, what am I running from? Why do I need others to validate me? The answers may be uncomfortable, but they are the first step toward freedom. Steps to overcoming the fear of being alone. 1. Shift your perspective. It is essential to understand that solitude and loneliness are not the same. Loneliness is an emotional state, a sense of lack, of something missing. It stems from a yearning for connection that feels out of reach. Solitude, on the other hand, is a deliberate choice, a state of being where you embrace yourself fully. It is not about who is absent but about who is present. Reframing solitude requires a shift in mindset. Instead of viewing time alone as isolation, see it as an opportunity for growth. Think of solitude as fertile ground for self-discovery, where you can plant seeds of curiosity, reflection, and creativity. It is a sanctuary where you can recharge, away from the noise and expectations of the world. Replace thoughts of deprivation with thoughts of abundance. Solitude gives you time to reconnect with your inner self, to explore your passions, and to set intentions for your life. It is in these quiet moments that you can truly ask, what do I want? What matters most to me? And listen for the answers without distraction. 2. Confront your inner dialogue. Silence can be intimidating. When you sit alone with your thoughts, the mind tends to wander into uncomfortable territory, self-doubt, past regrets, fears about the future. But this inner dialogue is not your enemy, it is your teacher. To conquer the fear of being alone, you must face your thoughts head-on. Start by creating space for stillness. Find a quiet spot, turn off distractions, and allow your thoughts to surface naturally. Resist the urge to suppress or judge them. Instead, observe them like clouds passing through the sky. What are they telling you? Journaling is a powerful tool in this process. Write down whatever comes to mind, your worries, dreams, or even mundane observations. As you write, patterns will emerge, revealing deeper truths about your fears and desires. Question these thoughts. Are they rooted in reality, or are they echoes of insecurity? Through this process, you'll find clarity and begin to dismantle limiting beliefs. Remember, this practice is not about perfection. It's about learning to sit with yourself even when it's uncomfortable. Over time, you'll notice that what once felt daunting becomes a source of strength. 3. Find meaning in solitude. Solitude is not about sitting idly. It's a chance to engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. When you fill your alone time with pursuits you love, you build a stronger connection with yourself and affirm your value independent of external validation. Rediscover hobbies that make you lose track of time. Reading a book that sparks your imagination, sketching a scene from nature, writing stories, or playing an instrument. Physical activities like jogging, yoga, or hiking not only improve your health but also create a meditative space where you can reflect and recharge. Creating something, whether it's art, music, or even a delicious meal, deepens your appreciation for your own abilities. It reminds you that you are capable of enriching your life without relying on others to provide that enrichment. Additionally, try something new. Explore interests you've always been curious about but never had the time to pursue. The process of learning, experimenting, and growing expands your sense of self and reinforces that your time alone is an asset, not a liability. 4. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to fear and negativity. When you're alone, it's easy to focus on what's missing. But practicing gratitude shifts your perspective. Instead of dwelling on absence, you begin to see the presence of abundance in your life. Start small. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. These don't have to be monumental. Perhaps it's the way the sunlight warms your skin, the taste of your morning coffee, or the quiet moments that allow you to hear your own thoughts. Over time, you'll notice a profound shift in how you view solitude. Gratitude also helps you appreciate the freedom that comes with being alone. In solitude, you have no obligations to meet others' expectations. You can dream, reflect, and build a life aligned with your values. This is a privilege, not a punishment. By focusing on what you have instead of what you lack, you train your mind to see solitude as a blessing. It becomes a space of contentment and possibility, rather than a void to be feared. 5. Seek perspective from Stoicism. The philosophy of Stoicism offers timeless wisdom for embracing solitude. At its heart, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, while letting go of what we cannot, such as the opinions or actions of others. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This insight is liberating when applied to the fear of being alone. It reminds us that our fear is not caused by solitude itself, but by the stories we tell ourselves about it. When you adopt a Stoic mindset, you begin to see solitude as an opportunity to cultivate inner resilience. You realize that happiness is not dependent on external circumstances but arises from your ability to align your thoughts and actions with your values. Epictetus, another great Stoic thinker, emphasized the importance of self-mastery. No man is free who is not master of himself. Solitude is the perfect training ground for this mastery. It challenges you to confront your fears, take responsibility for your emotions, and grow stronger in the process. In practicing Stoicism, you also learn to embrace the impermanence of life. Relationships, social status, and external achievements are fleeting. But the strength you cultivate in solitude is yours forever. It becomes your anchor, allowing you to navigate the highs and lows of life with grace and composure. Overcoming the fear of being alone is not about isolation. It is about liberation, freeing yourself from the need for constant validation and the fear of your own thoughts. When you master solitude, you master yourself. And in that mastery lies the power to live fully, unapologetically, and deeply. Remember, solitude is not the absence of others. It is the presence of yourself. Embrace it, and you will find a wellspring of strength and wisdom that no external force can shake.